I don't have a way to start this one other than I am so much more comfortable. Oh my god. Between then and now, which is only a few seconds, I don't know how long it'll be for you guys, but for me, it's been mere seconds. Sorry, shatter the fourth wall. Oh my god, how unprofessional. Cut that. Cut that. I fixed my mic stand, so now I'm actually able to like have a functioning mic stand, one that isn't like. So before, it went straight up and down. So I had to like have it between my legs, like with my like chair, and I would just like scooch, and I had like a pillow, and I would like sit straight up, and I would like lean into it, and so I was like sitting like very uncomfortably in my chair. So what I have done is I have fixed the arm of my mic stand, and it actually works, and it's great, and I love it, and I'm comfortable, and I can lean back, and I can still be near my microphone, and I can lean back, and I can still do things like whoa, oh man, and it's great. It's great. I just feel more comfortable, so hopefully this will be a lot more relaxing, and I hope you're comfortable wherever you're sitting. If you're sitting at your desk or wherever, I hope you're comfortable. Posture check. Posture check. That's why I actually swapped my mic stand out and got it fucking right, was because, it took me like 10-15 minutes, but I was like, I need this thing to like function. And so I just like had to go and excuse me, Jesus Christ. It hopefully it doesn't come crashing down. That would suck, but it's exactly right. It seems to be holding perfectly. I can shake it and it doesn't. Can you hear that? It does pretty good. So I'm not upset. As far as smacking into it, hopefully I won't hit it with my chair too much. I'm going to take a sip of water. Mike Wazowski. There we go. Apologies for that. I don't know how much of that I'm going to keep in. Probably none of it, but come back in now. So yeah, we're continuing on this path. We've gone down a few previous routes, and we've reached some unfortunate and kind of frustrating dead ends. So let's cycle back, do what this game's all about, take some diverging paths, and see what happens if we struggle against the man in the yellow suit. This is a story about a lot of struggles.
This is a story about struggle. Luka could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luka swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask.
I don't know if I need to do the sound effects, but I think they add a little element of, interruption to the narration, so I apologize, but I think it's funny to gasp when the narrator says things, but... Oh?
Luka was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night.
Uh-huh.
So they need to be delivered to town, and I've already read this. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. See you dearies in a minute.
Okay. Oh, hey, coming back in. I messed up. We're delivering jam. We're not fast forwarding. I tricked you. Haha, you looked away, didn't you? We're going to be delivering jam. We're delivering it. I just skipped over that. You probably saw it. We're delivering to Mrs.
One to Mr. Tolliver. So we're going to be delivering to Mr. Tolliver. Another one to Miss Fratelli. Miss Fratelli.
Fratali. Fratali. Why does that make me laugh so much? Just this sweet little grandma just doing a fake Italian accent. Fratali, you motherfucker, you go after the Fratali family. You don't come back without their fucking son's blood. His fucking life is in your hands. You understand? Take the Fratellis, take them out. Grandma, it's okay. It's okay. The mafia doesn't need to know. It's okay.
Scusi, Barbara Boopy?
That's so stupid. Oh. Oh my god, I've been doing this. I've read 3 fucking lines and it's been fucking 20 minutes. Try that again. Another for Miss Another for me. I don't think I can get through this now. Ooh. Okay, dearie. Back to... Now this is serious. Another for Miss Vitelli at the diner. And Mr. Nuncreed? Oh, that wasn't a question. Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some too. I suppose as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Grandma don't like Mr. Nuncreed, coming on to us. And it was not Mr. Nuncreed who we got first. It was the other guy, the little the squirrel, the other guy we saw, little squirrel. Squirrel guy. I don't even remember. I give them all the same voice. Anyway, squirrel guy. Fratelli Tulliver. There it is, Tulliver. Mr. Tulliver, apologies. You're not a very standoutish character in my opinion. But that's, I think, his point. I think he's supposed to be kind of simple guy. Just make sure Fratelli and Tulliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. And off we are to deliver some jam. Oh. What are you doing there, Gran? Who are you calling? That's not how phones... I don't think... Did phones ever... I grew up with landlines, and I remember you would pick up the landline, you'd dial the number. I even remember my grandparents had a rotary phone, even older than that one right there in the illustration right there, like a really old one. I don't remember it ever ringing for when you called. It buzzed. Like there was always like a dial tone, like it was like boop 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 boop, and then it went or did the busy signal if it was busy. It would, but it never rang. So I guess that's a dramatic effect. Maybe I'm over-analyzing something I shouldn't be, and I think that's the case. I think I do that a lot with video game details. It's like, no, you used the wrong sound effect in this game that I love. I love it. It made me question my childhood. It made me rethink life. No, it didn't. It's just a stupid detail that I got obsessed, focused, hyperfixated on. There we go.
God damn it, old man!
Anyway, I'm going to move on now. We don't know who's on the phone, so let's go back to... No, that's for the radio, so we'll just do... Hello? It's Juniper Hartford. I kind of like the cookie. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Krabbies all the way. Oh, shout out to original Pokemon Krabby. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. We can meet tonight. Maybe Grandma is in the mafia. Let's grab our jams and be on our way. Oh, little jam holding Sprite, spinning around, doing our little dance. Look at how adorable. Rolo! Oh yeah, we're on a different timeline, so he's perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about him. Okay, your buddy Rolo's back. Okay, sorry about yesterday. Was he like this? Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna go double check his voice because I want to make sure I get his.
Sorry about that, and sorry about yesterday. I messed up, and I got my voices all mixed up. I've been doing too many low voices, and I forgot our good friend Rollo sounds like this. Sorry about that. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt.
Something happened. There was someone else there.
What? Who was there? Was it aliens? I knew it would be. Ooh.
I smacked my desk for dramatic effect and it fucked up my. Oh my god! And it shook my Switch enough to. I didn't see if I can recreate that. I smacked my desk for like a little like thump of approval, and it shook the Switch. I'm sure you caught that. The capture definitely caught that. That's funny. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. And that's so stupid. I hate the Switch for that. I hate that the Switch. Side tangent before I get too off topic. I hate that the Switch isn't properly docked. When it's in the dock, it is not properly in the dock. It is connected by a charging port. That is not a proper mounting system. The Switch, it should have like some kind of way that the front is at least supported. I've seen like people online put like foam and like little pieces of foam tape, and you can buy little kits that like sticky on there and stuff, and I think that that's a much better solution. But at the same time, that to me is something that is just so stupid of Nintendo. Like, just make it like snug like, you know, I can hang on, I don't know how to do this. I mean, maybe you can hear this, but like, I'm gonna try and move my Switch closer. I don't think it's gonna reach. It's not gonna reach. But it's like, I can like shake it. Like, anybody who has a Switch knows you can shake it back and forth. It just drives me nuts that it does that. It shouldn't shake like that. I'm sorry, I'm shaking my Switch and you probably can't hear it. Shout out if you have really good headphones and you could hear me shaking my Switch or desk during any of that. Anyway, let's continue.
I knew it would be aliens.
No.
Zombies?
No. Alien zombies.
What else could it possibly be?
Rollo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after.
Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight.
I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of.
Meet me at Mission Control.
Roger that, Space Cadet.
Rollo just seems like a sweet southern boy. Even though he's into like astronauts and comic books, doesn't mean a sweet southern boy can't be into that. He just strikes me. His parents are carrot farmers. They're little farm, simple southern folk. They're from a small little town. I think that's very sweet. So let's go deliver some beautiful jam, some delicious jam to some wonderfully adorable people.
Wait, watch your step.
Oh, sorry.
There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing.
I thought they just sort of wandered around.
Everyone has a home, Luka. Even beetles.
Luka checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay.
It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began.
You think the noise scared them away?
Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay?
Will do, little buddy. Cute little bug boy.
I feel like that's really scary. You could tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving.
I don't remember what his voice is, but now he's angry Italian. He's angry Italian pig man. Oh, we can't really talk to people. Or at least certain characters I don't think we can talk to. Couldn't talk to her. Couldn't talk to... Okay, so we can't talk to people. Okay, so we have to go deliver our jam. We have a job to do. Well. Anger from the past. Mistakes not yet made. And a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. If you haven't caught on, she parallels what you're doing in the game. It's adorable. It's adorable. Just like everything in this game, it's adorable. She's reading a book and it parallels where you're at in the story. In case you need a little, like, you know, this is the path you're on reminder. It's so fucking cute. Everything in this game is so, like, it's just thought about. I love that. I love when games just think about, like, how you'll interact with things or what somebody might be thinking or whatever. So I just love that. So let's deliver our jam. Oh, let's talk to, well,
How do you keep the ice cream cold?
we keep them in ice. On ice.
Where do you get the ice from?
I don't know. Somewhere cold.
How do they keep somewhere cold cold?
Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not?
No, I'm good.
Annoying little brat.
Huddled at
Bert
his
the
counter,
brat.
Hiram
Bert the
Tolliver
brat.
was meticulously shining apples.
Sorry to interrupt, narrator. Bert's a little brat.
He's a annoying shit. Hey. 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 What you doing? 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 Hey. Hey.
Yeah, that kind of annoying. I'm gonna stop because I'm annoying myself. Jesus Christ.
Hey. What you doing?
Let's see what happens next when we give him some delicious jam.
More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hiram. Sorry. Maybe a little hyper-focused, hyper-fixated. Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me.
Yeah. Gran had some jam. I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam.
Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luka a little wink.
Wink. I shall put it on my store shelves post haste.
Okay. I should finish my delivery.
Of course.
I changed his voice to be, less obvious, obviously.
Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course.
He's a silly little man. He's just a silly little man with nothing to hide. Nope, nothing at all. No jam secrets. We already saw this. I'm not watching that garbage again. Sorry. Not gonna happen.
Not happening to me. Oh. Let's go talk to more beautiful creatures. More animals. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune,
The most prestigious of speakers.
had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
Uh-oh. I couldn't help but notice
that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about the silly festival.
Well, yes. That is the news of the day.
Oh, but there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed.
I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in the town's future, rather than any one family in particular.
There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing the town cared about.
Well, times change, ma'am. Oh, things change. Times change as well. I think both work. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous.
If you finish that... If I hit that hard F, I'm going to break everyone's eardrums. Jesus, sorry about that. If you finish that thought, I will make the monocle on... a monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. Oh, prestigious voice, prestigious words, am I right? Yeah, buddy. Woo. We got some words like monocle, particular, fixture, anomaly, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy.
My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine.
Did I give you the impression the conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Last Chance Diner. This way. Oh, by the way, you can't go in Town Hall. I always thought you could. You can't. It looks like you can, but you can't. Of course, I'm going to talk to Dawn first. Dawn is the best person. She always... Oh, she's on top of everything.
Hey, Luka, what's up? They got you on jam delivery now.
Yep.
Have you seen the new kid around yet?
New kid?
Yeah. Came in from a big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this. One of them is working with William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Harris Valentine.
And
the Valentine.
there's no and in that sentence, Anthony. That's why they call me Anthony, not Tony. Bomb just dropped. His name's not really Tony. Oh my god, he's a fake. He's a fraud. Shut him down. Fucking canceled. Fuck you. You lied to us. Yeah, I know. But come on, it's Antony. It's Tony. Come on, cut me some slack. It's okay. I was called a lot of things. What was funny story. Side tangent as I get into this. I was never called Tony when I grew up in North New Jersey-ish. I think, yeah, that's fine to say. So I grew up in North Jersey, and I didn't grow up anybody calling me Tony. Nobody called me Tony. My family had a house in upstate New York that they took care of. And we used to go up there in the summer, and it was near Saratoga. There's like a racetrack up there and all that stuff. My mom's family's from up there. And so we went up there and during the summers. And so I would spend my summers there. I went to camps there. I met a lot of people there. So everyone up there, which wasn't near New York City at all, but it was like upstate New York, which like isn't New York City, by the way, for anyone who's not from the East Coast. Like if you know the East Coast and you've been to New York, you know like anywhere, like New York is like no place else on earth. Like it's nowhere else on earth is like New York City. And even like North Jersey to an extent is like modernized and metropolized and cityified like to the craziest extent as far as like Newark and like immediately outside of like New York City, like Jersey City and everything like that. Those places are like mega city. Anyway, upstate New York was rural as fuck. I used to joke about it being like Farmville because it was like nothing but farmland and then like trees and acres of forest and just tons and tons and tons of empty land. So anyway, everybody up there called me Tony. So that's where the Tony part comes from. It's because everybody up there called me Tony, and I came back from summer vacations and things like that, and I'd come back to New Jersey, and I'd tell people, oh, call me Tony, call me Tony. Nobody would call me Tony. Additionally,
My grandfather, who I am named after, was Poppy Tony. He was Tony. And so the reason I was Anthony and he was Tony was because, well, while he was alive, we needed to keep the name straight, of course. Like, you can't have two Anthonys, you can't have two Tonys, and confuse everybody. So I was Anthony, he was Tony. And so I didn't get called Tony, or I didn't want people to call me Tony until well and truly after, because even after he passed, it bothered me. I didn't like it. And then in high school, a few years after he had passed, a good friend of mine and a close teacher of mine, started saying, oh, can we call you Tony? And at first I kind of said no. I said I really would appreciate it if you didn't, because it still bothered me, because it reminded me of my grandfather. And sure enough, all it took was a very close friend of mine, politely just asking if they could. And I said, you know what, go right ahead, you can. And then the same teacher, a very close teacher of mine, I don't know if I should say his last name, so I'll just say his first name because I actually remember it, Jonathan. I was that close with my teacher. I know from a first name basis. I know all of you. Anybody in high school still listening is like, what? They just had their fucking minds blown. They're like, your teacher's first name? I don't know if that's weird anymore. That used to be like the fucking weirdest thing. Like, if you knew your teacher's first name. By the way, I was a tutor with a math tutor. That's a totally different story for a different day. But I was a math tutor. I'm just decent at math. I'm not good at math or anything like that. I'm not like a super math brain. I'm an artist. I just was good at math. Anyway, I had a really cool math teacher and was decent at math. That's why I was a math tutor. It was because I got to spend time with Mr. Jonathan, with Jonathan, who was really, really cool dude. Anyway, they started calling me Tony, and it really just kind of like stuck with those few people, but it was like really kind of like a close personal thing. So it's always been like meant more to me for people to call me Tony, who I'm like, hey, I like you, you mean a lot to me, so call me Tony, it's cool. So I wanted to like I wanted people on the channel to like refer, like to know me as Tony. Like, it's cool, we're friends. Like it means a lot to me for you to call me Tony. And now you know the story behind that. And you know what? Maybe I'll tell you the story behind the first part. Now let's finish our jam delivery, not in the next. I tricked you. You thought it was gonna end, but it's not. I'm gonna finish my jam delivery, and I'm gonna finish Dawn's conversation. But yeah, so now you know I care about you, and that's why I want you to call me Tony. It's because we're that close. So continue in this beautiful little story we got going on here.
The Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversation.
I can imagine. Goodbye, Dawn, and good night. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Oh, hi, Miss Fratelli.
Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
Yeah, she looks like a cheek pinch. I was just about to say she looks like the type of person who's gonna bend over and pinch your cheek. You're all skin and bones. If your Gran's not feeding you, she is. It's just, I understand. I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the Oh, good Lord, I'm so sorry.
Nice one!
You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. Oh, the whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Break. Oh no. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to... I feel like she's Southern, because she's dropping all of her G's. So I'm going to give her a little wilt. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son. I'm going to try that one more time. Few things in... Don't hit that hard F, Anthony. Or else I'll hard F myself. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. Oh, good Lord. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luka shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh, yes. Let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How
She
thoughtful.
carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your Gran hello for me, Luka. Will do. She's so sweet. Now, I will show you that if we click on this, it is much like our father's.
Luka squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner.
Our father's chair at the pond, where it reminds us of a memory.
Memories of that day came flooding back.
And I want to finish our delivery, but I also want to.
I'm ready to help, Mama.
All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Miss Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime?
Yes, Mama. Hi, Roxy.
Luka?
I'm helping.
Wow, hopefully your work ethic rubs off on Rollo.
His name is Rolo.
Wow, hopefully your work ethic rubs off on Rollo.
What can I get you?
I'm really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top?
Coming right up.
I'm changing his voice because he's younger in these memories. Now, we go over here, and much like the bait, where we bait the fishing rod, we have to put together a burger. But we need chicken, and she wanted chicken, but she wanted chicken with bacon on top. And so we make the order, and we serve it to Roxy.
Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders.
That's nice.
And then we got people like this.
Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables?
I'm just helping out.
Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward.
That doesn't sound very fun.
There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luka glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Sorry, Gus.
Should I come back?
Oh, no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone.
Oh,
The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. I don't know. Cold cuts, yes, chill, cold cuts, and sloppy chili. There we are. Ah, yes, very good. Very good indeed. Very good indeed.
here you go. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients?
Okay, I'll be back.
And so we leave to continue our jam delivery. Let's finish this out. Actually, because I know somebody's at home is wondering.
If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn.
Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you.
It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make an opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be, charismatic. You might expect me to be a character. You might expect me to know how to read a damn line. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing.
Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking?
Both, I suppose. I never really choose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. I'm gonna try that again, because I like toilet after Taco Bell. I hung out there too long on that duty. Sorry, that was really bad. Like really, really, really bad. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy.
That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. He's a good man. He's a mayor who's just a little... He looks like he's like overworked and stressed out. And he's got a lot on his plate. He's got a town who's got a real bad reputation going on. And he's got somebody coming in who the people don't like. And we're finding out all this sketchy shit's going on. You know, what's the stuff? What's the green goop? What's this? What's that? We don't know what's going on. What the frick? How all this stuff is happening. And it seems like it's all just getting covered up. What do we do? Can't talk to him, so let's keep going.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Got some jam for you, Mr. Nungreed.
Luka, you seem chipper.
Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luka for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is.
That again. So, do you want your jam?
All right. Usually Juniper drops it off herself.
I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day.
Oh, in that
Nuncreed
case.
snatched the basket from Luka.
I'll hold on to that basket until the next time I see you again. I see your Gran. I'll hold on to that basket until the next time I see your Gran.
Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple?
What?
Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? I'm gonna try and give her more of like a sassy kind of. Because I want to give her like my kind of voice, but I like want her to have like more attitude. So like something like this. Yeah, something with some attitude. How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me.
Who are you?
Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay?
What just happened? Well, well, we get to meet the cutest couple in this game in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining us. I think this is a very long episode. I'm looking at it now like it's gonna be fucking forever, but hey, it's okay. It's an enjoyable little chunk, and it's an enjoyable little story, and I'm happy to share it with all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for sticking it out this long. I hope you've had a good time, and from me to you, as always, take it easy and peace.